Spread your wings, let the wind carry you high. There's a world waiting just outside. All the dreams that you hold deep inside. Now's your time, go and take flight. Oh, 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 oh. Rise above it all. Oh, oh, oh. Rain might fall, but the sky will clear. Every doubt disappears. If you're lost, you'll find new light here. Trust the voice you hear. Open hands, leave fear behind. Step into your new design. Spread your wings, let the wind carry you high. There's a world waiting just outside. All the dreams that you hold deep inside. Now's your time, go and take flight. Oh, oh, oh. Rise above it all. Oh, oh, oh. Every heart beats a chance to begin. Let your courage draw the map from within. Every star's just a tale of the climb. You're the spark and it's your time. Spread your wings, let the wind carry you high. There's a world waiting just outside. All the dreams that you hold deep inside. Now's your time, go and take flight. Oh, oh, oh. Rise above it all. Oh, oh, oh. Soft as sunrise, hope fills the sky. Every limit's just a line to defy. Carry memories as you soar on your ride. Never looking back, just open wide. Oh, fly on fearless now. Oh, oh.
Hello! Oh, I was enjoying that there. I was so taken in by it that I kind of didn't realise that it was just about to finish. Oh, how is everybody tonight? How are you? It's Thursday again and it's Mark here from Visible Image, as you can see. We do something every Thursday, so please do check in, like and subscribe, and we have a few gremlins in the building already. We have an issue with trying to get our streaming straight to Facebook, but I'm going to rectify that after tonight. I know, technology, eh? Who needs it? I do not need it. I certainly don't. I don't need the issues. So many new things to learn. There we go. What has everybody else been doing today? I'll just get rid of that. Oh, that's gone. So how are we anyway? What have you been doing? Let me know. Say hello. We have quite a few people here. We have Witch, Jeanette, Ellie. We have, oh, yes, we have quite a few people watching. So thank you for coming in. What am I going to do tonight? That is a good question. Let me know what you've been doing all week. My craft room is an absolute pigsty and I've been meaning to clean it for, I'd say a few days, but it's more like weeks really, and it needs a good overhaul and I will be overhauling it shortly. Yeah, I just can't, you know, sometimes you can't bear to look at it. I try not to look at the mess around me. I mean, what you can see here is not what it really looks like. Honestly, it's a mess. What you can see always looks tidy, but it's not. Everything else is an absolute pigsty, and I'm so embarrassed I won't be able to show you. So tell me, what is your craft room like? Is it nice and neat and sparkling? Some of you always have a nice neat craft room. I don't know how many of you do that. I certainly just haven't had time at the moment. Busy designing stuff, so yeah, get ready for some new products next month. Yeah, so yeah, it's going to be really cool. There's some nice new products coming out next month. I'm sure you're going to love them. Definitely very visible image, as you can always imagine. So yeah, keep your eyes peeled over the next couple of weeks, and you may start to see something. So who else do we have here? I'll just put my glasses on because I cannot read anything without my glasses on these days. We have Ivy here as well. Ivy's saying, your craft room, how bad is it, Ivy? And Jeanette's saying, I'm taking a break to watch this, otherwise I'm up to my neck in grading essays. Lucky you. Lucky you. I'm not sure what I'd rather be doing. I think I'd be rather grading essays than tidying up my craft room. Yeah, it is a mess. Sorry, I'm just actually picking up something else, like before it spills everywhere. Yes, so tonight, I thought to myself, what am I going to do tonight? So I like to alternate things a little bit. So I'm going to do a tag tonight. I think last week I did a card. So this week I'm going to do a tag. And guess what's around the corner? I know, I'm looking at the date. It's the 29th of January. And in 2 weeks' time, it is February. Of course, it's going to be February the 14th. So Valentine's Day is coming up shortly. So I thought I'd do something a little bit more kind of romantic, possibly. We'll see how we create something there. You know, I'm not planning too much tonight. I had an idea in my head, and that's probably about as much as I did really. I may have already stamped a sentiment. That is about it. Everything else will be done live, on air, dirty, grungy. Who knows how it's going to turn out? So stick with me, and you know, you can see how I create something, how I make a mistake, how I tidy it up. We'll see. But that's what crafting's all about, isn't it? It's like having fun and just having a good play. That's what we're here for, to share things. I was saying my craft room is also the storage room and the wedding planning room, so it's an absolute disaster. Wedding planning room. Tell me, what do you mean? I don't understand. Wedding planning. Are you planning people's wedding or just a wedding? Jeanette said, my craft room is really tidy. I shouldn't laugh. I should be embarrassed to say, but mine is not. Well done you. I'm jealous. In 2 weeks' time, it's my dad. Oh, it's your dad's birthday, so we don't do Valentine's. Oh, fair enough then. Romantic meal for 23 doesn't have the same ring to it. Nah, maybe you just kind of move the date to another occasion. See, that's the thing about, you know, dates, isn't it? If I was born on Christmas Day, I would choose to have my birthday on a different day. I would choose it like maybe a month or two later. Something that doesn't clash with any other occasion. Yeah. It must be terrible to be born on Christmas Day unless you're Jesus. I'm up for the swap if Mark isn't. What? Oh, okay. I thought, wait, what were we talking about there? Yeah, of course, yeah. Look, it looks tidy. It's not. Honestly, I'm not even going to spin the camera around because I'm so embarrassed. So, but I have plans for this room. It's a very small room as well, by the way. This is the smallest room in the house. So obviously I used to have a larger space and I don't anymore. So now I have the smallest room. But I'm going to have to rejig it a little bit just so I can free up some space for myself. There's far too much stuff in there, a lot of clutter and stuff that I just haven't thrown away because I'm like a hoarder. I'm like one of those hoarders. Not as bad as on TV, you know what I mean. But I'm a bit of a hoarder with things. So I need to kind of tidy up a bit. I need to put some. I haven't got blind. I've got some. I'm pointing over there. You can't see that, but there's a window over there. So I need to put some blinds on there because people outside are probably wondering what I'm doing. Yeah. So that's a good point actually. Yeah. I wonder if people probably see me, and I haven't put blinds or curtains up. So yeah, I'm open to the elements of the world. I mean, there's a glass and a window in there, but I'm just rabbiting on now, talking rubbish. I was saying we're having another wedding because we got married in COVID, so we don't have any. Oh, that's nice. Well, not nice you got married in COVID, but nice that you're doing something a bit more special. I like that. Nice too. That's like having 2 weddings. Hazel saying craft room is semi tidy. Need to make room. New die cutter machine. Ooh, interesting. What die cutter machine have you gone for? That I do want to know. And I'm not going to carry on talking until you let me know. What die cut machine have you got or getting? See, I've got an ancient old Crafter's Companion electronic one, but it sounds like a lawnmower. So I'm looking for something a lot quieter, maybe a little bit smaller. So I'm thinking to go manual again, because the electronic one that I've got, I put it away and then I have to get it out and plug it all in and everything. So I'm looking for something that maybe I could just, it's just on a shelf and just lift and just start doing without having to plug it all in. So might go back to manual die cutting. So maybe a Spellbinders one. I've heard they're really good. Let me know. Anna Griffin not long ago bought a big shop and cleaned my arms, so I had to go back to electronic. Fair enough. Depends if you want to like build up the old guns there. Yeah. Fully enough, not talking about guns as such, but the proverbial I, Helen and I have started going swimming. So yeah, it's our new thing, by the way. We go swimming maybe 3 times a week. So yeah, it's quite fun. And I say the word fun isn't fun in the word. We don't go and have a play with balls and everything. We are like going just to swim. So we are doing the swimming 3 times a week now. So yeah, it's fun. No, not. We do. I'm kind of up. I've done today. I did 20 lengths. Last week, a few days ago, I did 30. So yeah, depends how I feel. But yeah. Swimming is what we're doing these days to try and keep fit-ish. Tell me, do you keep fit? Do you do anything sporty? As you can tell by this rugged physique, that I don't do anything sporty, so hence the swimming. Right, I think maybe we should, you can carry on talking, let me know what you're doing, and I will show you what I'm going to be doing tonight, shall we? Because I don't want to take up all your time. I know the Traitors has finished and it was gripping, very gripping in the UK. If you're maybe abroad and you watch the Traitors, maybe catch up on watch the UK one, because it was very interesting and exciting. But back to reality now. Let's have a look. What am I going to do today? Right. Okay. So just move that up. Just see how much room I don't have. Okay. Right. So today I'm going to use the old Essentials, light shine on that. This is the Visible Image Essentials tags. Very, very cool. I like them because obviously they're a little bit wider, so really, really cool to do like that. So tags. What else I'm going to play with? I'm probably going to use this as well, the Have I Told You. I like this set. Very cool set indeed, love it. We've got some really nice sentiments on there. So yeah, really, really nice. Love that set. Always useful, that one. Might pop in there with a couple of stencils. So this one is the Ledger. Really nice stencil, love that one. And I might use an older stencil as well, which is the Heart Ink, which is another really nice stencil. So might use a couple of stencils there. I should really clean this a bit more, shouldn't I? Can't be bothered. Right, okay. So that's what I'm going to play with. So first of all, I need a tag. Okay, so I'm just going to get myself a tag. So I'm using one of the buff coloured ones, and the only reason I'm using the buff coloured one is because I could use another colour, but I fancy using the buff one just because. Why not? Okay, so I'm using the buff coloured one, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to have a drink of water. I'll read a few comments as well. What's Jeanette saying there? Oh, Ivy's saying, yeah, I'm not sure I could go back to using a manual. Oh, although I do have one small Spellbinder Sapphire. Oh, okay, that's cool. Ellie's saying, I have a Sizzix Big Shot. Oh, Big Shot. Oh, okay. So, okay. So which one's the preference one, Ellie? Is it the Big Shot or the Spellbinders? And Jeanette's saying, thinking of getting a membership to the local gym or pool. Yeah, yeah. We were thinking that. We were thinking about. Sorry, digressing now to talking about fitness now. So yeah, we were thinking about getting a membership to a pool, but it didn't work out that much cheaper for the year, and especially the times of the year we wouldn't go at certain occasions if we're on holiday or Christmas or holidays. So it didn't save that much money, and I thought, just in case that we do it for 6 months and then we just give up, I don't know, or choose something else to do. That's the only reason we didn't do the membership. It wasn't that much cheaper, to be honest, to do it every week. So we thought we could do it every week, and it's it's not that much really for 2 people. Right, what else? Shirley saying, what's Shirley? Hi all, been faffing around getting my earpods working, but I was getting sound from my hubby's iPad. Oh, is that like AirPods you mean? The Apple ones? Yeah, sometimes they do connect to the, you have to kind of make sure you set your Bluetooth to connect them correctly. Yeah, I've done that before. And Jeanette saying, I wish I had a routine. Yes, I know. It is painful. It's painful. I found it difficult today to actually go swimming, solely because you know that you just kind of go up and down, and just counting how many lengths you do. So yeah, it's mental, isn't it? It's all mental. Okay, so Ivy's saying her squirrel brain. Okay. Only functions after movement. If I don't work out, I don't achieve anything. Nice one. I like that, Ivy. Squirrel brain. Ooh. Okay. Let's actually do something, shall we? Right. So I've got a buff or craft card tag. I'm just going to get some colours on this. Not too sure about which colours I'm going to go for, because it's buff as well. So we're going to see what happens in terms of colours. So we've got big pick raspberry there, pinkish. I'm not sure how it will affect with the tag. We'll see how that works out. What else I've got here? Ooh, some oxides. Again, I'm mixing these things up a bit. Kitsch flamingo. I wonder who names these. Great names. So I might start drying that. I'm also gonna possibly spray a little bit of water on there as well in a second. So I'm just going to heat up my tool. Right. So let's just get this a little bit drier. I like the effect sometimes how, camera wake up, don't mess around with the camera, come on, stay, there we go. I like it how sometimes that those colours run down a bit, and I do like to go back over it. So we're just going to get the first lot of colour down. And yeah, I like that. Ali's here. Hello, Ali. Right, so let's see how that goes. Need a spray. Losing everything today into my absolute nightmare of a desk. Right, okay, some spray. So I'm just spritzing with a little bit of water there, and might need to put some more colour on that. Oh, I do like how sometimes it kind of does that. You know, when you hit that water with the spray, and I do like that. You can't beat a couple of runs here and there as well. I do like a nice run. Lovely. Okay, we'll dry this off a little bit more now. Again, it's nice to have just that base go down, and just so you know what you're going to be doing or where you're going to go from there. Again, besides it being a Valentine's kind of tag, in terms of how it's going to come out, all in my head, No pre-planning involved at all, except for maybe a sentiment, but that's it. I'm just reading all the rest of the comments. So nice to have you all here tonight. Again, I probably won't take too long if I stop talking. We'll see how we get on. So, again, just drying this off. And if you get those splodges, maybe you don't want those, get a piece of tissue and we'll dry that off a little bit. See, that's what I want to do as well, is to have things like, you know, a tissue holder, you know, a roll, so you can roll out your tissue, and I haven't even got that, so this is why it needs a bit of a rethink, redesign, and just, I say redesign, there's not much to be changed, it's just maybe moving a few things around. I think that's what I need to do. I've been thinking about it for ages, so yeah. So just move this out of the way. And I'm going to be, well, in a few weeks' time, I say a few weeks' time, in a month's time, I shall also be, I mean, I don't know whether you guys are aware, but I'm also going to be looking after Helen for maybe a week or so. She's going to be having an operation, so yeah, so having some new knees. I know. So she's going to be like robotic. She's not going to be robotic. I always say robotic. She's not. She's going to have some. She's having both knees done, so she's going to be kind of out of action for a while. So I'm going to be looking after her. So we'll have to kind of like may have to juggle the lives. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, so it's going to be hard on her, but obviously it's something that needs to be done so she can get fully mobile again and be back to like 100% her old self. So yeah, it's happening. I know, happening in I think the 7th of March. 7th of March. Yes, happening on the 7th of March. So you know, if you want to send best wishes, please do so. So yes, I just thought I'd say that. Right, I'm just going to clean this up because I'm making a right mess here. So, do I have any more? I've got some more wipes. I'm sure she won't mind me saying that she's under an operation. It's not that much of a secret. Right, so I'm just cleaning this up. Yes, I suppose it must be it's daunting for her. Obviously, I think it'd be daunting for anybody. I think, to be quite honest, I would be absolutely, well, I would be rather scared of it all. But saying that, I say women in general, especially, and Helen, she. You know, very strong, and you know, you guys seem to be handle things so much better than a man does. We're like wimps, aren't we? You know, we always talk about man flu, but you know, the things that the female of the species has to endure. Yeah. So you guys are far stronger than me. Right. So I've cleaned up a little bit now. Let's get back to where were we? Right, cleanish desk, and this is starting to look. Let's zoom in just a little bit that camera so you can see a little bit more there. There. Now we can see it a little bit better, can't we? Look at that now. Could do a little bit more dry there. We'll see about that now. But we're getting that kind of colour that we're after there. So just drying those little spots. Oh, thanks everybody. But Ellie, seriously, I'm not doing anything really. I'm just playing nursey and just looking after her. So I have got the easy job in comparison. You know, I suppose having new knees, well, I'm not suppose having new knees is going to be like pretty tough. And all the physio that goes with that. It's funny because I was kind of like watching a bit of Netflix the other day, and Amazon Prime, and they've got on there they've got the $6 Million Man is on there, and they've they've also got the Bionic Woman as well. So it was kind of funny to watch that in a way. Yeah, very cool. Anyway, right, so we've got a nice kind of tag going on there. Look at my hands already. I don't know why is my hand orange? I never use orange. Okay, so we've got that kind of like lovely kind of like drippy colour going on there, and considering that it was buff on that side, yeah, look, that side, yeah, so much better. And I do like the ability that maybe you can see a little bit of the buff coming through there, because I used the sprays and the oxides. The oxides kind of like a bit more opaque, but I do like that. Camera, behave. Right, okay, we're looking good. So what do we do next? That is a good question, because that I haven't got that far really. Okay, so right, I'm thinking I'm going to put in this on there. So I might have that stencil there possibly. Might have a bit more of a splat there. So I'm thinking of putting the stencil down with a bit of a heart there, and then I think I will go back in afterwards with this stencil as well. So might use some texture paste. We'll see how that goes. So I'm going to hold that down, and I'm just going to go back in. Now, what colour I use is a good question. Now, technically, I should use another kind of pinkish colour on there, possibly. But you know, sometimes I may not want to. I'm not sure what colour to use. I might go dark. Yeah, decisions. Right, yeah, okay, let's get another colour. If I can find my black soot, then we'll use some black soot. No. If I can't find black soot, I'm going to have to improvise with another colour. This is what happens when you don't tidy up, Mark, okay? Do you know what? I may have to go in with another colour. We'll see what happens here. Why have I got two festive berries? Good point that. I've got two. Don't need two of those. So if I'm going to go in with another colour, can he find I don't know. You know what? I've lost my black soot. How can you lose your black soot? The one colour that I use all the time, and it's disappeared. That is not good. Come on, Mark. I've got more than one. Oh dear. Right. Okay. Let's not worry. Oh, what's this one here? Aha! Ta-da! Found it. Black soot. Right. Okay. So I might use a little bit of black soot. I know. Mark, Dobby the house elf. Are you calling me Dobby? Right. So I'm going to go over this with some black. I'm not sure how this is going to turn out. We'll see now. But I'm going to come in. I'm not going to cover it all in, but I want to kind of change the colour really of that heart a little bit. I like playing around and just doing something a little bit different there. So I'm kind of dragging it in from the outside, as you can see, and we're going to see how that works. Just taking some colour again. Certainly not planned this, so we'll see how it works out. And just creating, it's not shadow as such, but it's kind of got that faux kind of look going on with it as well. I do like that. Oops, oh, nearly went right off there. There we go. Put it back. There we go. That's what you get when you're doing it freestyle, not taping anything down. But that's fine. And if I hold the other side, I didn't even know these colours would work, but we'll see now. Okay. I like that. Yeah, I do like that. That's good. That will be great. Again, you know, it's just doing something that little bit different, but not finished yet. So we've got the black going on there, and we've got the heart on there. Next thing we want to do is, I think we're going to go and use some. We're going to use a stencil, just because I might just put a bit of text through that there, just for the background. See, I've already got a. You see, I've already got a sentiment ready to go. Let's see, and that's why I kind of did that black. But now I need to put. I'm going to use some white. So I'm going to use some texture paste. And I'm just working out where I'm going to start and when I'm going to end on that. Right, okay. So I'll get my tool, and we need some texture paste. So I'm going to use some of the Distress Grit Paste. And again, just get some on your palette knife. I'm just reading a few of the comments. Thank you, looks great. I'm hoping it will do. I'm just going to hold that there, and we're going to, again, I do like this ledger because it's kind of one of those stencils that you can just grab, and it's very nondescript. It's got script at different angles and different places. I do like that. Now, I'm not sure how white this is going to be. It may be too white for my liking. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. And again, just kind of going down there. I'll just take that off and see. Ooh, that I do like. Okay, must clean up my stencils, because if I don't do that, they're going to go solid, and that's not very good. So let me just move that out of the way just a second. We'll come back to that, and I'm going to clean my stencils, and you have to, I'm afraid you have to watch me clean the stencil as much as I'm going to get it cleaned when I'm doing stuff live. They do get a better wash afterwards, but it's just to get the worst off it. I should, and I don't, this would be a dream, wouldn't it? Dream to have a sink in my studio, but that will never happen. There's just no room for a sink in my studio. Has anybody got a sink in their studio? Technically, you can have a sink in your studio if your studio was in the bathroom. But that doesn't count really, does it? So, just quick wipe there. Try not to get white all over my clothes. Okay, that will do for now. Right, let's bring this back in. Again, to me, I'm going to dry it off a little bit, and we're going to see what it looks like. I was saying sink in the studio is the absolute dream. Is that like you've made it, Ivy, when you've got a sink in your studio? No, I know. I'm just going to have to just manage with a bowl, like everybody else. So I'm just drying this off a little bit. And I like the fact that this is kind of behind and it's not so much in your face. Again, you should normally let your texture paste dry naturally, but I don't have time for that. Yes, Ivy. I'm not your Dobby, by the way. I will not be cleaning your studio for you. I find it hard enough to clean my own. In fact, I say don't find it hard enough. I just don't clean it. So, right, okay. So we've gotten so far, and do you know what? I do like that, but do I want to add anything else to it? And this is always the dilemma when you're crafting. Is when do you stop? When do you stop? This is always the dilemma, whether I want to add a little bit more to that. And I'm thinking something else, maybe a little bit drippy if possible. Yeah, so I may have to just have something dripping over the top. So I'm just looking at what I may just go over the couple of these colours again. We'll see now. Just pick out and then just get my water and spray. And I don't want it to be perfect, you see. Do I use the oxides? I'm thinking the oxides. So just flicking some oxides on there, and we'll just use my spray. Might be able to put a little bit more there, we'll see now. Just have that running down a little bit more there. Sometimes you're going to put more in to, do I dare use some of this now and see where we go with this? Put it on the top there. I'll stop there, but I'm going to dry that off a little bit more. I don't like having the white totally white. I may have to use my blending tool. We'll see how we get on in a second now. But the more runs, the better. Yeah, that's the way to do it. Right, just clean that up now. Yeah, messy mark. So just drying that up a little bit more. And you may not be able to see, but it has toned it down a little bit as well. And I still like those extra drips as well. Again, anything you want to mop up, just big blobs that you get on your nerves, just mop them up. Okay. Correct, Ivy. More is more. I know. It's a case of that. I'll carry on until that I really don't want to do anymore. I've even got the old Posca pen out, and we're tempted to add a little bit of white in there as well. But I still got to remember I have to put my sentiment on at some point, and this will pop again. I'm not sure where it's going to go, but we'll have to decide that in a second. But I may just get my oxides out. I just want to, oh, that's it. Just kind of go over a few of the white bits to dull, not everything, but just dull it down a little bit in certain areas. Sometimes you want it kind of blending in just that little bit. Keep some of that white, but just dull it down as though like it's sunk down into it a little bit more, which is exactly what we've got there now. That's perfect. Right, so next thing we're going to do is, do you know, I've also, what have we got here? Oh, I've got that. Right, okay. Well, I've got another tag not one of the actual tags, but I cut shape around that tag. So that will be going on there at some point in a second, but I'm going to add a little bit of white on there, I think, just to pop it out just that little bit. So, not sure how much white I've got left in my pen. I've got a smaller Posca pen, one of my favourite ones. I do like that one as well. Right, so we'll see how much we get out of that. Oh, we did announce as well the competition winner from Christmas. I know it seems like ages ago, but yes, we did have a winner. The name's just gone out of my head now. It may be Emma Varney, or maybe Rachel Varney. I don't know. I can't remember. I think it's Emma. Sorry, Emma or Rachel. I couldn't remember your name. I wrote it down. So there we go. That's what you get for trying to remember everything. Right, okay. So just flicking bits of white there. Just go until you get the bits that you want. Again, it doesn't, just do it where you want to put it. And I like the randomness, and it's just splattered and it's gone wherever. You just got to go for it. Don't worry too much about it. You know, sometimes you think, oh, it's not quite where I wanted it to go, but that's fine. It makes it more realistic and natural. You can be a bit too precise sometimes, and maybe you don't want that, which is great. So again, I'm just going to dry that off just a little bit, only because I really should have no, because I think I've done this the right way around. If I'd have done it when I've got the black behind it, it would have gone on the black, and I don't want it on the black. So again, you can see that the some of the colour has come through, probably because that the tag is not completely dry, but that's fine. It's kind of added and sunk in a bit and blended with that colour. Like that a lot. So next we want to get our tag, our tag mat I should say, and I'm going to stick this to this. So I just need some tape, I think. I'm just working out where I'm going to put it. I'll put it in the centre line. Right, I think I may use some glue. Glue is the way to go. I'm going to use some of the Cosmic Shimmer, because nice wet glue, but when it's stuck, it is really stuck. So perfect. So I'm just going to go around here. Excuse my gluing. No, not the neatest at gluing, but there we go. Probably why I use tape. And this is the don't ask me why I do this, but it's normally what I do when I gluing anything down. Don't ask us what I do. Okay, we all have our rituals. Okay, and I'm just trying to see where I'm going to put this. Got a hole in the centre there. Central. Okay. Yep. What I need to do is just not quite. Again, when you've got to be careful with glue, because this glue, when it's stuck, it's really stuck. So I think I'm pretty square on that. I'm just going to press down just to make sure I've got that stuck down. I do like glue that really does stick things down. It's the kind of thing that you use, especially if you're doing, you know, TV studios or anything where it's hot. You do not want it to pop off at any inconvenient moment. And any glue that's outside, it does dry clear, but I do just excess glue, take that off the edges there, just because I'm fussy. And just wipe that off. That's looking good. So now we have a matted tag, which is nice. Again, just the kind of thing that you're after. Again, not too many layers. As I say, you've got base card, you've put stencil on top of it, you've inked it up, You've put a bit of texture paste on there as well with another stencil. It's nice. You could add mats and layers if you wanted to, but you know, for this particular demonstration, I don't think I need to. What's Ali's on? Right, okay. Ali's saying Hero Arts do a fab white acrylic spray. Not actually sprayed it yet, but just the applicator to flick drops of paint in. Okay. That's Hero Arts, is it? All right, okay. Is that a do you know what? Is that like a non-bleed? That's a non-bleed one. I used to have Dr. Blick or Doctor something or other. Very similar, non-bleed white. So that one must be very similar to that. Very cool, very good. They use that non-bleed white in the comic industry. So that's probably kind of how that's come about. It's cool, I like that. I will have to try and get myself hold of some of that. Okay, so I'm just going to straighten this tag out. Then I'm kind of working out exactly where it's going to go. You know, sometimes you can never decide where to put it. No. Right, I'm going to get some silicone glue and I'm going to put it there, but it may change by the time I get to it. I don't want it in the centre. See that there's different as well. Right. Just go with it, Mark. So this is the pin flare glue. This is one I'm always using. It's a nice glue. I'm just going to turn this over. Right, just grab a few blobs of the glue out. PH Martins, that's the one. I know. I wanted to say Doctor. I was thinking Doctor something or other. PH Martins, that's the one. It comes in a jar. Except I had mine for absolutely years and years, and I went to use it, and it's all dried up. I know. So I had to throw it out. Reluctantly, I did have to throw it out. Must get myself another one. But I presume that either one of those would be pretty good. So now, I do know that Kuritake or Tsukinigo, they do a one as well, which is white, but I think it's a bit kind of pearly or pearlescent, so that might be a nice one as well to have. Do you know what? I was going to put it there, then I was going to put it there, and now I've kind of decided it's going to go around about there, so up a little bit from the bottom, but not quite. Just because you can, and I do like that sharp, nice black sentiment against that. Nothing too complicated on there. I may just go around here now. Let's have a look. If I get my pen to work at all, I might just go around, just around there, just on the edge to bring it together. Don't do this very often, actually. I'm not sure why I don't do it very often, but I should do it a little bit more often. So I'm just taking time, just follow that line. Don't need to be exact. I do like these Posca pens. This particular one in as well. Let's get myself another one. I'm not sure what number this is. Oh, PC-1M or 1. I don't know what that means, but it's quite a nice one. And you can get quite a fine line with it as well. And it's always like the holy grail of getting the perfect white pen, isn't it? So again, put my lid back on that. do not know. I don't know what that actually means. That is a very good question, Ali. I do not know what that means. What does that mean? 1M. It's quite. Can I get? I can probably get in closer with that. So mine's probably worn down a little bit, but let's look. See if we can get there. It's quite a fine nib. Against my awful thumbnails, you can see that there. So yeah, it's quite fine. Very, very nice indeed. It's a nice pet. I like that one. I think it came in a set with like obviously bigger ones which are huge, and I hardly ever used that one, but yeah. So now you can see that nice and close up there. What we've done. Very touchy feely with that texture paste on there, but again, having just a simple that brush of that black soot on that stencil as well, that kind of works. Again, really nice to be able to do that. You could have done that the opposite way, because obviously I think on that stencil, this stencil, it does come with a mask, so you could have done it the opposite way. But it worked well that way, and I don't think I could find the mask anyway, so there we go. But that kind of works quite well. Nothing too complicated. I do like the colours. I think I was probably inspired in terms of colour wise. I saw a post on Facebook and Instagram from one of our design team who, well, I was blown away by the colours really. So they were using pinks and reds. That was Jane Terrell. So I thought to myself, maybe I should use colours, not the same colours, because I didn't know what colours Jane had used, but you know, I wanted to bring that little bit of pink in, and I kind of like the darkness in there as well. So yeah, that's not too bad, is it? Not too long. I know I may have kept you a bit longer because I was talking about all kinds of things like swimming. I know. That's the way it goes. Let's just read a few of these comments now. What have people said? Oh, the Dale Rowney one. Okay, I haven't heard of that one. I have to check that bleed-proof white out as well. Just the casual like 7 layers. Yeah. That wasn't quite 7 layers, was it, Ivy? It's just a lot of spray. Are you counting every time I put something else on it as a layer? I'm not sure that counts, Ivy. I suppose, do you count layer upon another layer is a layer? If it's on the same level, is it another layer, or is it the same level, same layer? That's a good question. It said it there on the label. It looked like it didn't say. Weirdly enough, it doesn't say. If it said 1 millimeter, I would totally agree with you. But it does say just the number 1 and then PC.1M. Oh, sorry, it says there. Oh, I'm going blind. Ha! It's there. It's there underneath the mark. If you can read a little bit more, it says 0.7 millimeters. Ah, blind as a bat. I've just realised now that Posca is part of Mitsubishi. Interesting. Okay. Thank you, Hales, for saying it's gorgeous. Thank you. Ali saying, love the mixed media tag. Yes, apparently, yeah. So let me just turn to the other camera and we shall say good night. So, thank you so much for watching. Again, nothing too technical, nothing too complicated, because I try not to do anything too complicated. I hope you enjoyed it. You can argue amongst yourselves about how many exact layers it was, but I'm thinking it's 1, 2. Technically, if you count me, 1, 2, 3. I'm counting 4 layers, but you know, you can argue amongst yourselves as to how many layers that was, because black matte tag, that's 2. Are you really counting the ink on as a layer? Maybe you do. To me, it's the same layer, but hey. So anyway, have a nice evening, and I shall see you next week with something a little bit different maybe. We'll see. See how it goes. I like to mix it up a bit. That was kind of more inky-ish. So maybe we'll do clean and simple next week. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. So thank you so much for watching, and I shall see you same time next week. Take care now. Bye-bye.